So I have some very bad news for all of you guys, and you're probably shocked already by the title, but little Reepicheep passed away today. It's the 12th of February, and I'm pretty sure he passed away just a couple of hours ago. Where to start? So for you guys, it would be a big shock because it's like out of the blue. But for me, I mean, it still happened quick, but just a few days ago, he started going downhill. And he wasn't sick. He just suddenly, it was like he suddenly aged. He suddenly was really old. He was just showing all the signs of being a very old mouse. Normally, when they kind of look like that and act like that, you know that they're gonna go soon. But it was kind of a shock because it was literally one day to the next. One day he was fine. He was normal. He was spinning in circles and being all silly, and he was eating fine and everything. And I mean, he looked a little older, but he didn't look like he was gonna die anytime soon. And then all of a sudden the next day, stopped eating, stopped drinking, just slept 24/7, and he looked really old. Like he lost a bunch of hair around his eyes, which is a sign that they're really old. At first, I thought maybe he's sick, but then I realized pretty soon that it wasn't that. And when you have spent enough time with an animal and you know them really well, you know when they're trying to tell you something. And for him, he was letting me know that he was gonna go soon, and he was totally cool with that. So he wasn't in any pain whatsoever. For the last few months, he's been really grouchy, like a grumpy old man, you know. Not mean at all, just like sometimes when I would try to pick him up, he'd give me a little nip, like nana, you know. And so I wasn't able to cuddle him very much lately until the last few days. He let me cuddle him quite a lot. So I would hold him and I'd kiss him all over and I'd talk to him and I'd tell him how much I love him, and because I knew he was going, but so I wanted to get as many kisses in as I could. He definitely died in his sleep, which is what I was praying for. He was in his little nest, and he was all curled up in there like he was sleeping. And I mean, he looks like he's sleeping. Like he was definitely asleep when he died. He just looks so peaceful, and he almost like there's something about his little mouth that looks like he's smiling almost. So that gives me comfort knowing that he looks so peaceful and sweet. But yeah, I mean, dealing with death just sucks. So even if it's a mouse, you know, it doesn't matter how small the animal is or how short its lifespan. It still is really difficult. It still makes you sad. It still has an impact on you. And this little mouse, like, man, like, first of all, I think he was very unique. He had a very unique personality. He was very silly. He was very inventive. I think he was almost too smart for his own good. And he made me laugh every day. Like, seriously. Like, just watching him on his wheel, the weird things he would do on his wheel, the weird things he'd do on his saucer, the spinning around in circles on the floor. I mean, he was just so funny and full of personality. I'm gonna show you guys him. So if you don't like seeing dead things, I understand, but and you can skip ahead or whatever. But I promise he looks so sweet. He just looks like he's sleeping. So there's my little mouse. Just sleeping. He lost so much weight, he wasn't eating at all, so he's just skin and bones. And you can see his little eye glinting. But he just looks like he's sleeping. Look at his funny little tail. Little foot. He has the most precious little feet. He just Look how sweet he looks. Look at him. I mean, seriously, he is the cutest mouse ever. Look at that. Look at that little smile. Baby. He was 1 year and 6 months, so, and he came from pet store lines, so 1 year and 6 months is a long time for a mouse like that to live, so for him, he had a long life, and he had a great life. He was very spoiled, very loved. He enjoyed every second of it. He looks so sweet. Look at him. He's just sleeping. I miss you. I love you. Thanks for being my pet. Thanks for sticking around for a long time. Thanks for being so funny. Sweet mouse.